So we're having so many great NFT and metaverse conversations here in the C-Space studio, but the first question that comes to mind about this is like, okay, everything can be an NFT. You can make any piece of content NFT, sure, any clip, any moment, anything. What about the basic laws of supply and demand here, right? Like if the market is flooded with, if every piece of content ever is an NFT, what are they actually worth? What does that mean?
Well, you have to think of NFTs as a receipt with rights. Okay, so your house has a deed or a title. That's the receipt. The right is you get to live there, and the car has a pink slip. Or you buy a ticket to an event, and it has a seat number, right? Yeah. So it's non-replaceable or non-fungible. Yeah. It's a receipt with rights. You bought that. You have the receipt. You get to sit there. So if everything becomes an NFT, the question about supply and demand is going to be on utility. What's the usefulness of this NFT? And what is the right that comes with this NFT? And is the right used up as soon as the NFT is kind of checked off that this thing's been done, like you go to a concert? Or does this NFT have ongoing value and utility, like a car, where you can drive it until you're ready to sell it? Yeah. And so I think it's a much more layered and complex situation, and people in the market will figure these things out over time.
So where does the NLP part come in? That's natural language processing,
That's right,
which is a part of artificial intelligence. So where does that come into it?
So the first step was to make sure that people could call up the content with their voice, using their voice devices.
Oh, interesting.
So saying to Amazon Lexi, I'll call it Lexi so it doesn't fire off all your systems. Open Attention Live, it says what channel do you want to listen to, Ian Utile or CES, and then it brings up a 24/7 continuous stream of content that can be interrupted any time. And then the vision ultimately is that people can say, hey, Google Assistant, open Attention Live, and it says, do you want to listen or go live? And that you, in your car, can say, I want to go live. I don't want to be a content consumer in my car. I want to be a content creator. So you call up Attention Live. It says, do you want to go live? You say yes. You start talking. You create a podcast, and NFTs created against that. And that ultimately is a big part of our vision for leveraging NLP, is that people can just talk to the machines and either listen as a consumer or create as a podcaster.
And so you're here at CES in part for a panel called Voice in the Metaverse. Yeah. Voice and the Metaverse, excuse me. What does that mean? What is that all about?
So I just did a talk. I did the final keynote at the Voice Summit on December 8th, so recently, less than a month ago. And at that, I was telling all of the executives at Samsung Bixby and Microsoft Cortana, those that are building the greatest NLP machine learning technology. And I said, listen, these rebels that are creating the Web3 world, they don't realize it, but they're totally dependent on the voice tech industry. So the metaverse doesn't function with thumbs on glass. The metaverse doesn't function with fingers on a keyboard. It's not like we have eye reading and we're going to have these headsets on, they're going to know our thoughts. No, you have to use your voice. So it doesn't matter how decentralized you are, or what your decentralized autonomous organization is, or that you're the Web3 rebel, anarchist, renegade, taking down the Web 2 centralized world. That's fine. You still probably need hardware like a Microsoft Halo or a Facebook Oculus. Yep. You also still probably need to leverage some of their UI, UX, and ultimately you're going to have to leverage some of the existing infrastructure around voice technology, which is why today we have the event Voice in the Metaverse at 3 p.m., bringing together some of the thought leaders around what does voice technology and metaverse development look like, and how these things work seamlessly together.